Hi guys, Sterilizer here, and I just wanted to preface this video by, I guess, apologizing. I'm pretty sick, and this is also my first commentary, so you'll hear me maybe clear my throat a few times, or a bit nasally voice, I don't know, and you'll probably hear some ums and things like that, just, breaking into the first commentary. It'll get better over time, but yeah, we're number one here by about 3.4 seconds on the Mans. And I thought this was a pretty impressive lap, so yeah, enjoy. Alright guys, here we are at the start line of Le Mans in the Holden Commodore. 120 miles an hour about, coming across the line. This car's an absolute beast. It's got 1,000 horsepower, no aero, stock tire compound, skinny tires, and I'm not using traction control. I wanted to challenge myself, and I think you'll find out by watching my throttle control, watching my telemetry that I have pulled up, that the key to driving a car like this is patience, especially on the throttle. Not like that. I almost lost it, but I ended up saving it, so it's okay. Lost a little bit of time, but I decided to keep rolling with it. And this first section was actually pretty weak. It's the weakest part of my track, or my lap. I missed the apex there. I almost lost it coming out of the first chicane. I thought the lap was toast at this point, but I ended up making a pretty good recovery, especially exiting Touch of Rouge right there. Took a pretty good line, was really patient on the throttle, making sure not to roast the tires coming out, and I pulled a few car lengths on the Ghost I was racing coming out of there, so I figured despite my errors in the first section, I'd keep rolling with it. And now we're going about 230 into the first chicane, no aero. It takes about a mile to stop, honestly. It's painful, but you get used to it. It's definitely an adjustment, but you get used to it. I take both curbs, not upsetting the car, and really happy with how I took that chicane. Get on the throttle pretty much perfectly. You see a little black mark coming out there, but honestly, I don't think I could have done much better there. I pulled a lot of time on my Ghost through there. Probably couldn't have done that much better, but I almost lost it all through here. I braked way too late. I was going way deep, but I used my no traction control to my advantage. I was deep, I got on the gas, spun it around a little bit, got myself on the right line, and just prayed. You can see black marks the whole time behind my car coming out of here, but it's pretty fast. I found that as long as you're not roasting them and there's no smoke, a little bit of slip, if you're leaving a little bit of black marks behind your car, it's okay. And coming into here, this is a hard braking zone to judge. I was coming up a little bit short. You can see me wiggle a little bit to extend my braking distance, actually. And it put me right on the apex, so I was pretty happy with that. It was a little bit of instinct kicking in there, and again, more black marks behind the car coming out of that corner, but still, in reality, it was a pretty good exit. And this back straight normally, in most cars you drive, is really easy, but in this car, it's hard. not hard, I would say, but it's scary. You can see the car wobble through that second kink without the downforce. It's just scary. And coming in Indianapolis here, went a little bit too wide there, I think, but we still made good time. Wasn't too upset with it, didn't lose too much time. I think coming into Arnage, probably the hardest corner to exit in this car, simply because you're going 40 miles an hour with 1,000 horsepower. It's not going to be easy, but I did a pretty good job on the throttle there. You can actually see me at 97 and 98% throttle. I don't even know how I managed to do that just before 100%, trying not to spin the tires, which I thought was kind of impressive. But now we're heading into the Porsche curves, which are just terrible in this car. It's an absolute tank. You'll see my throttle is pretty much constantly between 50 and 70% here. You mash the throttle here and you will die. It's a death sentence. So this is probably the part of the track where you have to be the most patient on your throttle, and you have to learn how to manage your speed. And avoiding the outside curb here, because it does like to kill the car without traction control. Taking as straight of a line as possible through here, and coming into the last two chicanes, braking 2 tires off to maximize the width of the track, 2 tires in here, and then 2 tires in here again, trying to make it as straight as possible. Go a little deep here, hit the handbrake to help me rotate, exit, and yeah, that's the lap. Thanks for watching.